I want you to imagine that you are a paleontologist, kind of like this. You are at a dig site. You're pretty sure that there's a dinosaur fossil here. You can just start to see some glimmers of bone through the dirt. It's just a little flash of white here and there, but you can tell that there's something there. Now, what should you do next? Should you halt all digging, stare at those little glimmers of bones, and think very, very hard about what kind of dinosaur it might be? Or should you just keep digging? The answer seems very obvious when it's paleontology. Stop thinking, just keep digging. Stopping the dig and spending days or weeks guessing what kind of dinosaur it might be is a total waste of time. You don't need to know that ahead of time. The answer will inevitably reveal itself to you with incredible detail and clarity if you just keep digging. Now, what if I told you that figuring out your next career step is exactly the same as uncovering a dinosaur fossil? You are not creating something new from thin air. You are uncovering something that's already there. Right now, all you can see are glimmers of bone, aka all you have right now are feelings. You feel a vague sense that this isn't where you're supposed to be, a wordless pull towards something that you can't quite define. You might feel a flash of jealousy when you see someone living the life that you want to be living. Or you might feel a sense of warmer when you get closer to it and colder when you get further away from it, even though you can't really articulate what it is. Now, people often shrink away from these feelings. They feel confused that they don't know what they want anymore, or they're embarrassed that they can't really explain what they're looking for, or they even get annoyed at themselves for feeling this way when life is great and technically everything's fine. But these feelings aren't a problem to be figured out and cured. They're an opportunity to make a new discovery. And here is the big secret that will save you years of pain. You don't have to know what it is ahead of time. You just have to dig. Let me tell you what digging looks like. I spent 10 years thinking about what kind of writer I wanted to be, and I made very little progress. That was thinking. Then, at a later point in my life, I spent 5 weeks writing 2 pieces a week and sending them to a small group of friends. And I gained immense clarity about what kind of writer I wanted to be. That was digging. I also once spent 12 months on and off thinking about what kind of course and coaching program I wanted to build. I made very little progress. That was thinking. I also spent 6 weeks running a free pilot program with friends and longstanding clients, and I gained immense clarity on what I wanted my program to look like. That was digging. Or someone saying, I think I want to be a VC investor, but would I be good at it? Do I have the right qualifications? What does that career path even look like? Should I go take a crash course in finance first? All of that is thinking. Someone saying, I think I want to be a VC investor. Okay, let me be a VC investor for a week. What would my thesis be? Where would I find companies to invest in? Let me go to 3 networking events for startups, talk to as many founders as I can, and then think about which of those companies I think are compelling or not compelling. That is digging. You don't have to commit to something forever. You just have to run small, bounded experiments that brush the dirt off the bones and reveal more of the fossil that you are trying to uncover. You might immediately strike gold and uncover a big leg bone that tells you exactly what kind of dinosaur you're dealing with, or you might just find more dirt and realize that you have to dig somewhere else. Both of those things are invaluable. And if you just keep digging around where those glimmers of bone are, uncovering the fossil is inevitable. Now, here's why this advice might be difficult for you to implement. Thinking is comforting, but dangerous. You are good at thinking. Your research and strategizing skills are top notch. You can make elegant and complex arguments for and against any possible proposition. So, for you, thinking feels busy and productive and smart and good, but it's very, very dangerous. It gives you the illusion of progress when in reality, you're just spinning your wheels and wasting your time. On the other hand, digging and doing is scary, but not dangerous. Doing new things is awkward. really know what you're doing. You're not even 100% sure why you're doing it, and you're hoping to God that nobody asks you. And you're afraid that you're going to fumble and say the wrong thing and then cringe at yourself. And as awkward and embarrassing as it might feel, it is very, very safe. That awkwardness is going to fade within the first couple of reps. And soon, all you'll have left is momentum and excitement as the fossil that you're uncovering gets clearer and clearer, and you can't wait to get it fully out of the ground. Here's how my course and coaching program helps you get that fossil out of the ground. First off, it gives you structure and accountability. When you have calls on the calendar and a person you have to report back to, your chances of getting this done skyrocket. It also helps you make each dig small. We can work together to figure out how to make every single dig that you do small enough to be doable with your busy schedule, small enough to be tolerable to your nervous system, while still brushing a meaningful amount of dirt off of this fossil. My program will also help you distill the learnings after each dig. What data did you gather? What does it mean? How does that adjust the plan for the next dig that you're going to do? These are all questions we can work on together on our coaching calls. And my program helps you learn how to calm yourself down and get back into flow, even while you do things that scare you. You don't have to just grit your teeth and power through. In fact, I don't want you to do that. Learning how to truly calm and reground yourself in the middle of an emotional storm is a key skill, both for this process and honestly for your entire life in general. And it's one of the skills I teach inside my program. So I want you to go to the link above, learn all about how my program works, and then book a free consult call with me. We'll talk about what you want to work on in coaching, how I can help you, and which coaching package might be the best fit for you. The link to book a free call is above.